Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a handoff looking right. He finds some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go. Yellow. Record.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first.
Yellow. Double time.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he works free. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
31 yards there and a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee.
Yellow. 180. Check 45 to Mike. Come on, baby.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it go.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Yellow. 180. 27. I want that. Give me that.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away.
Let's go, guys.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. 80 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Yellow. I'm going, Eddie. Watch the curl.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's got daylight. 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there.
Yellow. 180. 58 right there. Rip left. Rip left.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Yellow. Under Will Lady. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean...
Yellow. Under Will Lady. Mike. Hey, defense. Ex-defense. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And run it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second.
I don't need to.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest... Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 16 yards of first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially soak this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but...
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And shedding through the tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I'm ready to switch.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game?
Yellow! 180! High side! Fall down, Mister! High side! Yellow! High side! Yellow! High side! Yellow! I go blue, high side! High side! I go blue, high side! Yellow! High side! Yellow! High side!
All right, man, bring it in tight, bring it in tight. Let me tell you something. That was the best practice of the season. Not a single mental mistake. That's the type of...
Growing up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Yellow.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. What a first quarter. His second touchdown, over 100 yards already.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs over it. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You go ahead and do that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just...
Right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down past the 40. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 more yards there and another.
A nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So we've reached halftime, and okay. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 85 yards. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the run there, and that's...
I don't need to. 57's Mike.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, 5. And he cuts it back right, and he's all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 82 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game...
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the others.
There he goes, right side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put